gonna write him up or something. I'm sending this one to HR. But before we go any further here, this next guy I'm gonna bring on here, probably one of my favorite white guys. Don't really got much more to say to it than that. Give it up for Captain James Bodera. What up, Cap?
Hey.
What's good, man? Yes, sir. Like I said, today we're talking crime stories today. Real, serious, personal, funny stuff, weird shit. I just found a cool little story here. I thought maybe we'd share it with you guys. We'll start off with a reaction to this here. This guy here, now don't laugh yet, because this is going to be a shock to all of us. I don't know the whole story. I just happened to see it just now. And I said, this sounds interesting. But this guy I'm going to show us right now, he got arrested for breaking into and robbing his own home. Yeah.
The fuck?
Exactly, yeah. You heard me right, Cap. This guy here, he
I've heard of people get arrested for some dumb shit, but goddamn.
Yeah, that's probably like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Getting arrested for breaking into your own home. Not sure how I feel about it. Sounds like probably some of the stupidest things that anybody has ever anywhere. So without further ado, you guys, dumbest criminals of all time.
In 2009, Matthew McNally and Joey Miller robbed a home in Iowa, using masks drawn onto their faces with permanent black marker. Whilst on the run, the two discovered the permanent black marker doesn't rub off easily, leading to their simple arrest and embarrassingly stupid mugshots. However, these two still look like geniuses in comparison to some of the other idiots we'll be talking about as we discuss the stupidest criminals of all time. Take, for example, McCarthy Wheeler, who robbed two banks in broad daylight as he thought that pouring lemon juice on his face would make him invisible to cameras. When shown the bank surveillance footage, Wheeler refused to believe that he was visible, stating to officers, "But I wore the juice," believing that as long as he didn't come near a heat source, he should have been completely invisible. Police concluded that Wheeler was not crazy or on drugs, just incredibly mistaken, with the lemon juice mistake of
But
I wore the juice.
5-year prison
I
sentence.
wore the juice.
What are the things with my face, man?
I've ever heard.
Wait a minute.
Lemon
Hold
juice
on.
is for real? You think lemon juice makes you invisible? Like for real?
I was just getting ready to say, what is it about lemon? Okay, I know if you write
Because
lemon juice.
Poor man's invisible ink is
Maybe
lemon
he
juice.
Maybe he thought
okay,
it would
that's
turn
what I
him
thought.
white
Okay.
because he was white. It would turn him clear.
No, James hit the nail on the head. That's what I was thinking. You take lemon juice and like something that you can dab it into and write with like a quill or something maybe or a paintbrush, and you write on paper. I used to put it up against the iron, like you get your iron hot, put it against the iron, and where the lemon juice is at, I guess it burns. It burns the lemon juice and makes
It turns dark. It turns brown.
It turns brown. Yeah, so you can read it. Yeah. So he thought this guy that's hilarious.
So he was trying to be a black person.
If we're on the topic of terrible disguises,
you said what, Flower?
No.
So he was trying to be a black or brown person.
No, he was trying to be invisible. He was trying to be invisible. He thought that the lemon juice would make him invisible to the cameras. Yeah.
That's some shit.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works.
That is not how that works. No, sir. And so the cops had it right this time. He had it highly mistaken.
then we can't go past Dennis Hawkins, whose disguise as an old lady wasn't much better. His sweater accompanied fake boobs, a full beard, and fittingly clown pants with this insane...
Okay.
A full beard?
I was just getting ready to say, does this nigga got a whole beard on his face with the wig?
Like, bro, if you're gonna commit to the bit, at least fucking shave, bro.
Yes.
Like,
Oh man.
Jesus,
wow.
shave, plug, do something to make yourself at least look more feminine. Jesus Christ, man.
I love the direction of the arrows though, showing like
I mean, a bonnet. You could even wear a bonnet.
The titties, the weird pants on, this lady beard. Why they draw like half an outline? But they drew like half an outline
I think they were going to get to the rest of it.
Okay, well let's see where they were going with that.
Plainly recognizable outfit, helping police to catch Hawkins only an hour after the robbery. The police chief for the area stated, "He would get my nomination for dumbest criminal, I think. You still have his black facial hair with a blondish wig. Definitely different." Different is also a good way to describe Patrick McGuire's disguise, who robbed an Illinois convenience store while covering his face with a clear plastic bag. He was only able to obtain $60 from the robbery. However, due to his extensive criminal history, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for the stunt, meaning that he had to spend 1 year in prison for every $4 stolen from the store. Talk about a bad return. Equally bad was
That's just petty.
Damn. 14 prior convictions. He's lucky it wasn't life.
Yeah.
Most states on that 3 strike shit nowadays.
If he was in California, that 3 strikes, yeah, he'd be in prison for the rest of his life. And his last crime would be trying to rob a store with a clear plastic bag over his face. Yeah.
Paul Sinclair's, who attempted to rob a bank in Florida by using his fingers curled up into a gun shape. The quote-unquote weapon was so non-threatening that the bank teller gave him only $120, after which he'd flee on foot before being caught by police only 10 minutes later. Then there was James Blankenship, who thought that robbery was legal as long as you did it at a certain time of day. Back in 2013, Blankenship broke into his own mother's home.
I'm sorry. What?
From
Bro, what
from 9
fucking
p.m.
super crack
until-
did you smoke to believe
from
that?
9 p.m. to 4 a.m. You didn't know everything's legal.
What'd you say, Flower?
From 9 p.m. From 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. From 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. and from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Not to be confused with 7 a.m. to 8 o'clock on the weekends. It's legal. I'm just saying, like, what the fuck? As long as it's just these times a day, any time of day, you can't do this, man. But if you stay within the times, you can still do it.
All right, we gotta see what type of day he did do this.
Oh my god!
I want to know
And
what
it's
is.
crazy.
I wanna know
the
when the
last
proper
three,
time to
the
rob
last
is.
3 look like drug addicts, and the one that gave him $120 to just go away was hilarious.
That was just shitty. Bro. She could have just
That
told him
was
like,
smart.
"Sir, leave." She could
That
have told him
was
leave.
pity.
No.
That was a pity payment.
Yep, that was a
Well,
pity.
I've got this $100 bill they haven't taken from me, and I can give you an extra 20. But you're gonna have to go real quick before they come get you, okay?
Yeah, because you're still
that's
going to
fine.
jail for robbing
Yeah,
this
yeah.
place. Yeah.
And I can believe that's exactly how that convo went.
Yeah, it was like you're still gonna need to run because you definitely committed a robbery. Still,
I can't open the safe, and they're gonna come get you. They're already on the way. But here, take this 100.
I probably would have probably would have put my finger guns up. I'm like, that's dope. I got 2 of them. Bing, bing. Pew, pew.
Home, after which the police were called, who would take to their Facebook page later that day to explain what had happened. He fled the scene upon seeing his mother. The male was located under the house hiding in a crawl space. When advised of his charges, he made the statement, "I thought you could only be charged with burglary if you break in during the night time." Blankenship was given 180 days in jail and ordered to pay a $100 fine, yet this wasn't the only time when a person was dumb enough to think that a law didn't apply to them. Because when Reuben Pavin was caught stealing from a charity thrift shop in New Hampshire, he'd state that he thought everything was free because of the name of the business, Finders Keepers. The sign did say Finders Keepers, so I took that DVD player, took it home, Pavin told the local TV station. A couple of weeks later, the stuff is still there on the porch, so I'm thinking to myself, Finders Keepers, they probably just put stuff out there for people to take. The business responded via Facebook stating, "This man who was caught on video is saying it is all a misunderstanding. He thought everything at our store was free. Is that really the best defense he could come up with?" After which Pavin reportedly turned in the stolen goods to police, holding that he's not a bad person or a bad dad, and is rather just unbelievably stupid. But was he as
No shit. No fucking shit.
I mean, I'm not trying to condone it, but there are some people that are that fucking dumb.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go over to the Oh man, what's the name of that place? I'm gonna go over to the Ferrari dealership, and I'm
The
gonna
cars-
go borrow a car because they're on the lot, so they must want to be driven.
I mean, they just leave them outside.
I mean, they just leave them outside, exactly. So
They
I'm
leave
just
them
gonna have a
outside. They
locksmith come meet
unlock.
me
They
there,
got gas in them. There's air in the tires. There's an engine that runs in it.
I
Well,
mean,
his problem was that because of the name of the place, finders keepers. What do they say?
Yeah.
Finders keepers, losers weepers. Yeah.
so I'm gonna go to the place called Drive Time.
Call what?
It's time for me to drive.
Drive time. It's a dealership. Drive time to dealership. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's time to drive, and it's during the day, so I can't go to jail.
Exactly. Like, this is not a burglary; it's just a robbery. Like, what are you talking about?
What
Oh my god, this was a good find.
you inadvertently steal. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'll
No. We're saying he inadvertently still glad.
You inadvertently steal a car in the middle of the afternoon from a parking lot. 30 minutes later, you get pulled over for no reason, and you question the officer. But I was just borrowing this.
I was gonna bring it back.
I was gonna bring it back.
It's called a test drive.
When I was
It's
done
Called
with
a
it.
test drive.
Since when is borrowing things illegal? Yeah.
Since when is a test drive illegal?
But you know what? I look at this guy right now. Yeah, he's pretty stupid. He doesn't look very smart. Yeah, nah. Yeah.
All right, what did he do?
Let's see.
Derek Mosley, who in 2013 attempted to rob a store named Discount Gun Sales by using a baseball bat. When Mosley allegedly barged into Discount Gun Sales and smashed a display counter with his baseball bat, the store manager simply pulled out his own personal firearm and pointed it straight at the would-be robber, holding Mosley in the store until he was arrested and charged with first-degree robbery. A similar story then came out of Texas in July 2022 when a gun store was robbed at knife point, although this tale instead ended in a body bag as the robber was
Oh my
fatally
God,
shot by the
that's
store owner as he
It's
tried
not
to
hilarious
exit with
in
him.
Afterlife, but
Yeah,
how hilarious is that? Literally is don't bring a bat to a gunfight. You brought a baseball bat to a gunfight. Like, ooh,
Right. You don't do that. Yeah, you don't like if you're gonna rob a gun store, first of all, you're gonna need to go in there with something much larger than a gun anyway, because they all got guns and there's guns there plus ammo and places they can get behind that.
And trust me, there are several guns that.
Go ahead.
And trust me, at a gun store like that, there are several guns that you don't see that they keep stocked, fully fucking loaded.
So right
That
up
would
on
be
the
the store.
In
That
the
would be the
stock.
store that I would want to rob at night
Yeah.
when they're closed. Like, duh.
I honestly tell you the truth, I wouldn't even try it at night.
You're right.
Because the owners of gun shops watch that shit from the house and be like, "Who the fuck is that in my store?" Next thing I know, it's not the police pulling up; it's this nigga pulling up. Nah, I'm good.
It's the coroner pulling up because they have the trigger rigged.
Yeah, it's him and the coroner rolling up because they're buddies.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that one scene from Indiana Jones. He in the middle of the town, he's facing the dude with the two scimitars. He's flailing around, being all fancy and pantsy and shit. And he just looks at him, pulls out a revolver, and shoots him in his fucking face. Walks away.
Yeah, it's like so. Yeah, the guy with the knife.
Segueing from that into this next segment. If you're confident enough to want to bring a knife to a gunfight, more fucking power to you. If you're actually effective with a knife in a gunfight, I want you on my team now.
Right.
Or go join something. Go be a cop. If you're that badass, go be a cop.
Oh my gosh.
Go be a cop. Go be a
mercenary. Go be a mercenary. Go be a mercenary. Go fight worldwide if you're that fucking gifted.
That's like think smarter, not harder. Go be a celebrity chef.
Like that. Yeah, or be a chef. Yeah, be a chef. You are that cold with a knife. Go cook something.
Go make $1,000 every time you have a clip of you using your knife.
What's the guy that does the prep chef?
Here's the thing, Jay. Here's the thing. Even if he doesn't go chef and goes, combat mercenary overseas and shit, he can still cook.
He can cook for his team.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Is loot. But what happens when you accidentally call 911 whilst committing a crime? Pocket dialing the
dear
police
Lord, are
is
you
probably
serious?
a fairly common occurrence. However, for Carson Reinhardt and Nathan Teclamariam, it happened at the most unfortunate moment, specifically.
Oh my goodness.
How much you want to
All
bet?
right.
them
Look at
two
these
kids
two.
were just being
Yeah, look at
tracked
these
the
two.
phone
You
call
call
Look,
them-
look at
themselves?
this fucking Harold and Kumar ass looking motherfuckers right here.
Yeah, this is
Fucking
Harold.
Harold on the right, Kumar on the left. What the?
Yeah. And I would definitely would heroin and cocaine. That's these guys' names.
Harold?
Heroin
No.
and cocaine.
No. Marijuana and White Castle burgers. Call it right now.
Yeah, that's them. That's them.
I'm
all
telling
day.
you, White Castle is involved in this story some fucking how.
Somehow there's gonna be a White Castle. All right, there's drugs involved here, and one of them's got a girlfriend. I think it's the kid on the right.
It's the white boy.
Yeah, he's got a
Guarantee
kid.
you it's the white boy.
He's definitely got a kid, and yeah, and Kumar over here is like a player. He's a player.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say high school dropout.
Yes, definitely both high school dropped out.
No. College dropout for the white boy. High school for Kumar.
Okay,
Well,
I'll bite.
we know
I'll bite.
neither. Well, we know neither one of them was taking forensics or technology.
or anything. White kid, the white kid, he either played football or he wrestled.
Football. I'm gonna say football.
And I bet you it's an Obama phone.
Oh, somebody's got an Obama phone. You said.
Oh, Obama phone. Like that's
Obama-
gonna be my free space on the bingo card.
Yeah, Obama phone. Before we go any further here, we got a really super dope dude that just came in right now. He is the admin of the Two Niggas Smoking Weed fan page. Super cool dude, and he's always on his job. Give it up for Mr. Christopher Nestor, aka Triple C's. What up, Chef Kid Cook? What up, baby?
What's up, y'all? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Nothing
just
much.
to catch you up, big bros. Today's episode is crime stories. I went and found some videos. So far I found one, and we've been rocking it out for a while here. Basically, these are some of the dumbest criminals that we've seen, and right now we're about to see what Harold and Kumar's story is. And
Teclamariam, it happened at the most unfortunate moment, specifically while they were breaking into a car. The alert dispatcher soon realized that the call was an accidental one, and moreover that the guys on the other end might be up to no good. For the next 35 minutes, the dispatcher stayed on the line, listening and gathering information, as Teclamariam and Reinhardt did the following. Discovered a car that they thought they could burglarize, discussed how to break into the car, allegedly broke into the car, exclaimed in delight over finding narcotics in the car, became confused as to how and why a police car was following them, and reacted in disbelief when the arresting officer revealed that they'd been on the line to 911 the entire time. Scott Simon found himself in a similar situation, although under much more severe circumstances. Whilst on trial for murder in 2015, Scott was successfully sentenced to life in prison, as 2 years prior he'd pocket dialed the police while admitting to a friend that he was the one who committed the crime. He had no idea he called 911, a sheriff's office spokeswoman told the Miami Herald. He basically told on himself, as did Albert Bailey, although in a much stupider way. Bailey had planned on robbing a bank in Fairfield, Connecticut, although rather than exercising the element of surprise,
so
That's some dumb shit.
Yeah. Okay, so isn't it a rule that if you're gonna commit crime, you're supposed to like leave your phone in the car or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Isn't that a rule? Like, or
Well,
like,
it's an unwritten rule.
I
It's a
mean, if
common
you pay
sense
attention
thing.
these days, you don't even need your phone with you. It could be turned off if they time it right to where you're at. Because look at what just happened in this indictment.
Leave your shit at home. They'll start pinging that shit us the ping of the cell phone towers
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
and geolocate you.
yeah. So I think
'cause
yeah,
that's
so
what they've been
yeah.
doing. Yeah, 'cause they've been doing
So
recently.
duly noted. So niggas out there that do dumb crime shit, just because for whatever reason you're doing dumb crime shit, leave your fucking phone at home while you're out doing crime. Because what are you worried? You gotta call somebody.
They use their phone for the GPS to get there and then know how to get away.
Yeah, you gotta do all. If you need your phone to do crime, stop doing crime.
Take the GPS and take the GPS to get away.
And then
They're just leaving a paper trail.
And here's the messed up part. This is a handsome young man. He's gonna get fucked in prison. I just thought I'd say that. They're definitely gonna fuck his little stupid ass in prison.
Yeah, although
Nigga ruined his life.
Way. Bailey had planned on robbing a bank in Fairfield, Connecticut. Although rather than exercising the element of surprise, he'd call the bank prior to the robbery stating, "I want $100,000 in large bills and no die packs. I'll be sending someone into the bank to get the money. Don't call the police. We are monitoring the police scanner."
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, he's speaking it into existence. He was taught to speak it into existence. He figured if he got there and they gave him the money, it was a go.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, all he did was request some money. He really didn't commit a crime yet. He asked for money. He didn't do anything illegal. He called them and said, "Hey, hi bank. I'd like $100,000, no die packs. I'll be by a little bit later to pick it up. You fucking with me? Yes, no. If I get there, you give me the money.
You fucking with me?
No problem." Like, he didn't really do anything illegal yet. Yeah, we didn't hear the rest of the story.
He said, "Are you fucking with me or not?"
But he didn't do anything illegal yet.
Oh no. Is it even in the threatening tone at all?
I mean,
that phone call could be kind of illegal. Don't call the police.
Not, though. Just calling asking for money.
Now, see, had they stopped and not said anything about don't call the police, this would have been fine. But as soon as they mentioned don't call the police, then they've crossed the line into felony territory.
I think so, yeah.
How so though? He's literally just calling a bank asking for money. I mean,
and telling them not to call the police because you're coming to get that money.
Yeah. And until I show up with a gun and demand it in person, I haven't done anything wrong yet. Let's see what happens when he gets there.
Let's see what happens when he gets there. I'm not assuming this is what he went to jail for. I doubt he would go to jail for this.
Just go to jail for that because you're just
you're not going to jail. No, you're not going to jail for a phone call. No, but there's some trouble here. There is trouble in that phone call, but no, I wouldn't imagine no jail time. No real jail time.
Oh yeah.
Because he's not really threatening. He didn't say, "Or I'll kill you," or "It's going to be problems." He's just saying, "I'm monitoring the line."
Okay. So he's on low felony right now.
Monitoring the scanner. Prior to making this phone call, Bailey had already served 7 years in prison for a previous bank robbery. However, this new plan was equally ineffective, as after arriving at the bank to collect his cash, Bailey was locked inside, arrested, and sentenced to another 9 years in prison. Although, if he wanted to avoid this time behind bars, he could have had a chat.
What?
Look at these two works of art.
Oh my goodness. Bro, what the fuck is up with your goddamn head?
Oh my god.
Which one?
Her. Oh my goodness.
His whole everything, and Crack did her horrible. But this guy, he's got the markings of a man who fought a fucking koala bear and the ears of that
and lost. Bro, those ears. I keep thinking a strong wind's gonna carry me away like a kite.
Talk about being burnt out behind bars.
This lady right here, right, like this is the picture that they took before she said, "Fuck is you talking about, nigga?" That's.
So just to be clear, the only thing that the guy actually did wrong was he was already been a bank robber and had served time for it. So because of that, he was a threat. If he was a first-time bank robber, that would have not actually been a threat unless he arrived with some kind of gun or other altercation.
I think if he just
I can call the bank. I'll call the bank tomorrow and be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm gonna need you to get $100,000 ready for me. I will be down there. Okay, I'm gonna come down there. Don't call the police or anything. I'm just saying, I just need 100,000. I'll be down there to get it. Okay, and that's not illegal. But
Yeah,
I'm also
but I
not a
would,
bank robber.
I wouldn't show up to the bank afterwards. After you make that phone call, don't
They'll
go.
be on high alert for the whole day.
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah,
walk
they'll be
in. I'll pretend it wasn't me who called. They don't know who called.
But they knew it was him, but that's because he was already in trouble for doing
Right.
that shit anyway. But
Okay, what
let's,
did these idiots do?
let's find out what the fucking the mouse
with Tito and Amanda Watts, who got arrested in Florida for selling tickets to enter heaven at a price of $100.
Did this
Now,
nigga
see,
say
if
selling tickets
somebody
to get
gonna
into
buy
heaven?
a ticket to heaven for $100,
Oh
that's
my
on him.
god.
Wait,
That's
hold
on
on,
them.
wait,
Hold on. Back it up just a hair.
I'm gonna run that back. Oh shit!
To avoid this time behind bars, he could have had a chat with Tito and Amanda Watts, who got arrested in Florida for selling tickets to
Fucking
enter heaven
Florida,
at a
of
price of
course.
$100. Tito Watts
These motherfuckers.
Fucking
So,
Florida.
I'm
Of course.
confused. Is there not churches that just close the doors on people and demanding money and talking about that's the way to get into heaven? Like all these churches demand tithes and stuff. How come he can't sell a ticket to get into heaven for $100 and sell a blessing? That's his blessing. Somebody wants to buy that ticket. That's on them. This shit is not making any sense.
But goddamn, come on! Why is you out here selling $400 a pop too? On top of that,
Why are you buying it? Why are you believing that this ticket can get you into heaven for $100? Why are you buying it?
Let's see how many people bought these tickets.
Watts said in his police statement, "I don't care what the police say. The tickets are solid gold. And it was Jesus who gave them to me behind the KFC and said to sell them so I could get me some money to go to outer space. You should arrest Jesus because he's the one who gave me the golden tickets and said to sell them. I'm willing to wear a wire and set Jesus up." The couple had apparently earned over $10,000 from the stunt, meaning that they were able to find people even dumber than them.
I am so over it. Hold on.
Oh my god.
I will put on a wire and set Jesus up for you.
Hold
You
on.
little
Did
Judas.
did y'all read the part that wasn't highlighted? About meeting the alien named
One of which
Stevie?
might have been Ruben Zarate of $100.
Oh my God.
Tito Watts said Jesus because he's the one who gave me the golden tickets and
Pause.
you should arrest Jesus because he's the one to another 9 years in prison. Although if he wanted to avoid this time behind bars, he could have had a chat with Tito and Amanda Watts. Jesus because he's the one who gave me the golden tickets.
I met an alien named Stevie who said if I got the cash together, he'd take me and my wife on his flying saucer to his planet that's made entirely of drugs.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something right now. The name Steve is identified with time travelers. So if you ever met a Stevie, he might take you to a world that's made of drugs because time traveling Steves are time travelers. He wanted to win. He said he is down to wear a wire to prove to y'all that Jesus was the one that said the Saudis to make that money.
Oh.
He got tickets to heaven. He got tickets from Steve, the alien.
I don't see the problem
Behind
in selling the tickets to heaven
KFC.
if somebody wants to buy them.
Behind the KFC.
Uh-huh.
I was about to have KFC for dinner, and like I think I should know there might be golden tickets from Jesus.
Man, this is got my
What if
stomach.
I've been missing
my
Jesus
God.
every time, and I've been missing my
Oh,
golden tickets to
man.
heaven?
Not behind no KFC. You are not gonna see no Jesus back there. You may
This is
see a nigga
fucking
who
red.
look like Jesus, but he's not Jesus.
It's pronounced
okay, I'm
Jesus.
Jesus
about
did
to go-
do heroin.
Hold
Jay.
on. I am about to go print some promotional material, and I am about to go hand them out to the homeless people that live at the KFC and tell them to hand them out to everybody they see. And if they bring me back the little ticket of everybody that they give out to it, I'll pay them $1 per ticket.
Oh my God.
Jay. It's not Jesus. It's pronounced Jesus.
I like my man said I will wear
Oh
a
my
wire
God.
and set Jesus up. What?
Yes. I am willing to wear the wire to
What?
set Jesus up. That was what
Tickets
he
and said to
said.
sell them. I'm willing to wear a wire and set Jesus up. The couple had apparently earned over $10,000 from the stunt, meaning that they were able to find people even dumber than them, one of which might have been Ruben
1,000
Zarate. While attempting to rob a muffler shop in 2008,
that's
Zarate
the
was
only
told
reason
that
they
the
got
shop
in
couldn't
trouble.
access the money safe without their manager, who didn't begin his shift until later that afternoon. Instead of bailing on the robbery, Zarate instead gave them his phone number, asking
No, he didn't. And asked him to
Oh
call
my
him when he gets in
God.
so that he can rob him.
How
Oh my God.
stupid is this
Call me
piece
when your
of
boss
guy?
get here so I can come back and finish this shit. And you better call me too.
No.
Oh my God.
them to give him a ring the next time the manager was in. They did so later that afternoon, although after returning to the store, Zarate received no money and was instead met by police and charged with aggravated robbery. Then there was the man who gave the people he was robbing something even stupider. The unnamed robber walked into a London bank carrying a gun and a bag, which he'd take to the front desk before demanding £700,000 in cash from the bank worker. But after making his demands, the crook handed over his gun to the cashier instead of the bag. Investigating authorities stated, the guess is that he is very inexperienced and panicked when he approached the cashier, handing over his gun instead of a bag by mistake. But it was Trevor Jones.
Whoa, I just feel bad for that guy. He made a simple
That
mistake.
was like a simple mistake.
That's when you know you are not cut out for a life of crime.
I hope the judge was easy on him and like he's out living a good. I hope he's a working cop society now. I hope he realize he's not for that life and
No, he is not.
he's like an accountant or something. I hope, janitor.
Just hire. He's just at that moments you wish you would have just hired an assistant.
Yeah, maybe he should have
Just
Googled
carry
it.
the bag. Just stand here and carry the bag. That's all you do. Hold the bag.
I got the gun. I'm gonna rob these people.
You hold the bag. Don't say nothing. Just stand here. Hold the bag.
You give him the bag and I'll hold the gun. He's got to practice that. He's got to practice that shit. He's got to practice holding on to the gun and remembering not to give the gun to the clerk. He's got to practice.
You could always put a strap. You could always put a strap on it so it stays
Tape
in
it to
your
his
hand.
hand. He could be like Edward Gun Hands. Tape it to his hand.
Yeah.
Good.
Edward Gun Hands.
So in case he do, it won't go. He'll be like, oh shit, my bad, bro.
Keep the
Oh,
gun,
that
keep the gun, keep
Yeah,
the
but
gun.
when he walks out the bank and the first cop that sees him is going to point his gun and go, put the weapon down. Motherfucker, I can't.
Can I just keep my arm down? Arm down. I won't raise it. Don't kill me. Yeah. So I hope he's doing better. That was just unfortunate. That was an unfortunate mistake. But let's talk about this close-eyed motherfucker right here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he is not a mastermind. I'm just gonna start right there. He is never the leader. He's
This is
me
random goon number 7.
7. Yeah, he's goal number 7. No joke. Like this area here tells me he's not a plan maker at all. He just
Nah. He a henchman.
he's definitely a henchman. This here also this area here, and this area over here also tells me he's more of a henchman, a lackey, if you will. He's more of a lackey. Yeah.
Underling.
Well, let's hear what he did. Let's see. Or what he didn't do.
What he didn't do.
Jones, who left an even more damning piece of evidence at his crime scene. After breaking into a house in Atlanta, Jones took a moment to check his Facebook on the owner's computer before leaving without logging out. Less than 3 years later, a similar story entered news headlines, reading, a 26-year-old Minnesota man has been tracked down by police after leaving his Facebook profile logged in at a house he allegedly robbed, although this story has a much funnier ending. The homeowner decided to message the robber via his Facebook, stating, "You left a few things at my house house last night. How can I get them back to you?" Which was followed by the robber agreeing to come back to the home so he could collect the stuff he forgot. However, the robber didn't get any of his items back and was instead arrested while still wearing a watch that he'd stolen from the night before. While both of these idiots used social media poorly, at least they
Oh no.
I love that we got the
Oh
side
no.
by side guys here. Excellent side by side. I love it.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh.
media poorly.
Yeah. So again, this area and this area here tells me for sure not in charge, never in charge, never put this guy in charge. Definite lackey, maybe a goon, possible henchman, but definite lackey. You know, I
Minion.
still a minion. Yeah, he might be a minion. He might be mostly a minion. Yeah. Henchman number 3, minion number 14. That's what we got here.
Yeah, at least they did brag about the robbery in a YouTube video, as is what happened in the bizarre case of Hannah Sabata. In 2012, at the age of 19, Sabata stole $6,000 from a bank in Nebraska, and while almost anybody else would have simply kept quiet, Hannah instead took to her YouTube channel Jelly Beanie to upload a video titled Chick Bank Robber, in which she'd straight up admit to having just committed a robbery. She'd then discuss her entire methodology for the crime, while showing the money and the amount that had been stolen, before concluding the video by describing the vehicle she had used and that it had its license plates removed. This information eventually resulted in Hannah Sabata's
Oh my.
Not this right here, this area here tells me this bitch did not give a shit about any of this. There's a
This
yeah.
bitch.
She was like, "Fuck yeah, I robbed that bank and I'm going to prison now. Fuck yeah." That's her face right now. Yeah, you're taking me to prison. Nah.
Hannah. Her
Yeah.
name. Oh my goodness.
And she robs banks out this bitch.
White, blonde hair, named Hannah.
Mhm.
Girl, what the fuck you doing not living in a goddamn trailer park like you should be?
Cause she out here robbing banks, bro. But check it out though. Think about this. Had she had not gone to her Facebook page,
No, YouTube.
her YouTube, yeah, she'd be free right now.
Nope, she just had to be.
But she had to be like,
me.
check me out. I hear Robin Banks and shit. Dummy.
Oh, fucking Mr. Meeseeks looking ass.
Right. Fuck yeah, I'm going to jail with an ass.
arrest and sentencing of 10 to 20 years prison, done so in a public
Damn.
Sabata's arrest and sentencing of 10 to 20
Oh yeah, rough me up, copper. That's yeah. She's liking this shit. She's loving this shit, man. She's like, fuck yeah. Throw me in the back of your car, officer. I like this.
20 years prison, done so in a public courtroom filled to maximum capacity with people who had seen the video. Just 2 years prior to this, 21-year-old Frank Singleton was being released from Palm Beach County Jail, having just served time for a trespassing charge. The only issue was he didn't have a car to leave the jail, so he decided to steal one from the visitors' parking lot, yet the car he decided to steal was a manual, and he could only drive auto. Singleton sat in the car looking like an idiot before being arrested and sentenced to a further 6 years in prison, telling deputies that he tried to take the car because he didn't feel like walking to his home about 6 miles away. And while you may be sat here thinking that these criminals can't get any dumber, it's time to introduce 53-year-old Michael Anthony Fuller. While it's common knowledge that the US banknote doesn't go any higher than $100, Fuller had the genius idea to create a counterfeit $1 million note before trying to use it at his local Walmart. He loaded his cart with a vacuum cleaner, a microwave, and various other items totaling $472 before handing the $1 million note to the cashier, expecting $999,528 in change. Needless to say, Walmart wasn't able to facilitate this, and instead store staff called police. Fuller was later charged with attempting to obtain property by false.
Yo,
Oh. A million? A million. Bro,
I mean,
tone it down some.
I'm
Fuck.
saying, man, why be so sassy with the money, dude? That was a zesty fucking move.
That was super
I still
zesty right
think
there.
that if I draw one single black dot in the middle of an 8-foot by 10-foot canvas, and I tell you that it's worth $4 million and you pay for that, that's not on me. That's on you.
I mean, that's art, though. Art is subjective. Trust you want to art.
Right. So if I sell $1,000 ticket, $100 ticket to get into heaven, that's subjective. That's subjective. Because it's art. It's just an advertisement for God. I'm just advertising for God. He asked me to do it, and you willingly paid me $100 for it.
I mean, they didn't tell us anybody bought them. Didn't say anybody bought them. So
I mean, this is why we have gullible as a word in our language.
And the only reason they went to jail is because they received over $10,000 money for items that they actually sold without claiming it or doing it business wise where they paid taxes on it. That's why they ended up, that was what was illegal about it.
I don't know. But all I know is you can't draw money, period. Don't draw money. Yeah. Draw money, drawing, and then expecting goods transferred for it. Yeah. Except money, obviously.
You can create your own currency. It's called trade.
There is a guy that he drew a $100 bill, and it looks just like a $100 bill, and he sold it to a guy for a $100 bill. I'll give you $100 for it.
You can
I don't know if I
create your own currency. It's called trade. Like your currency that you create, you could create your own currency, and you could say that your currency is worth 50 cents on the American dollar. So if somebody were to give you an American dollar, you would give them 2 of your dollars, and they're spendable with whatever you spend. They can spend them back with you or anybody else that accepts your currency.
That's the problem. You got to start off with getting people accepting your currency. That's the first part.
Yeah, well, if you're giving them 2 of your dollars for 1 of their dollars, you'll find people will fuck with you. They'll come fuck with you.
I'm sure somebody will.
Now they got $20 to spend with you, but they was only gonna spend 10. They really only spending 10, but you convincing them that they're spending 20 in your world. So maybe you sell maybe you sell a blunt for $10 American money, but it costs 20 in your currency. So it's still the same $10. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But but it wasn't creating your own currency. It's just you just can't draw money like regular money. Try and buy shit.
Oh yeah, no, then that's
No, you can't do that.
Counterfeit. That's
Counterfeit. Yeah.
Counterfeit, but it's counterfeit American dollars. The American dollar.
$30
for that matter. Anybody's money. Like they fake money. You go try and
if you created, your own currency, then that would be your own currency.
That's not what we're talking about, but there is that. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys were all pretty fucking stupid.
Oh my God, those were some stupid ass motherfuckers.
What was your favorite?
The best one was the one who wanted to wear the wire to get Jesus. Though.
Yeah, that shows.
Yeah, that's it. Oh
that,
my
that's
goodness.
probably got to be the number one right there. My man
Like,
said,
god damn.
I will wear
Maybe
a wire.
the guy who thought that it was not a burglary. Well, he didn't say he didn't think it was a crime. He didn't think it was a burglary.
Yeah. I don't know what thought it was going to be called.
After hours. Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought that was, there is no difference between a burglary and a B&E. Well,
You're not wrong. But Jay,
yes.
you've seen The Purge, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're familiar with the concept, a 24-hour period, all crime is legal. Let's say we actually had that going right now, and Purge was coming up in like
We do.
2 days.
Okay.
What are you doing for those 24 hours?
Like the day of the purge, what I'm doing? Chilling in my crib. I'm not going outside. I don't have that much malice in my heart to want to do it.
We'll see. Okay. So you're just gonna chill at home, watch
I mean,
TV, smoke some weed, play games.
As best I can, yeah, best I can.
Okay. I'm probably gonna be doing the same thing, just committing tax fraud while I'm at it.
Not a bad idea.
Maximize your returns while you can.
Yeah.
If all crime is legal,
Do a
take
bunch of
advantage
those.
of that shit.
Do a bunch of those fake ass credit cards that night. Do a shit ton of those. Maybe get out early and steal an ATM machine, plug it in the house. Drain that bitch. Just maybe. Not too much. Not too much to do anything that I would have to go outside for. And I probably would definitely be armed to the teeth. But yeah, tax fraud, something, illegally getting money with the internet and something like that. If I can make that happen, yeah, I'll do that.
I would most likely want to get on a plane and fly to somewhere it was already tomorrow.
But
Just skip the whole fucking purge.
So it would be over. Like I'd be on the plane and then it would be over when I got there.
But here's the thing, though. First, you got to get to the airplane. Right.
I time it. So you'd be on the plane. It'd be up in the air.
So here's the problem.
She's saying she'd already be airborne by the time the purge started.
Okay, so you're airborne when the purge starts. Okay, big. Here's the problem I foresee. You could be on the plane with somebody who plans on killing the pilot on an airplane during the purge.
I understand that, but my risk of somebody else being on the exact airplane that's going forward and not backwards, trying to have a longer purge. See, somebody who wants to do something bad would want to have a longer purge. They're going to take a flight backwards in time so they can have 2 purge days. I'm trying to get out of it, so I'm going forward.
Yeah, I can totally understand that, someone doing that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about there's going to be somebody who wants to kill that
pilot
on your airplane. Oh, I'm talking about somebody who wants to kill your pilot on your airplane particularly. So it don't matter which way he go, he want to kill that nigga. or he want to hijack a plane. And he don't matter which way the airplane going. It could be going straight to the moon for all he care. He's going to get up in that airplane booth and fucking apply it and take the plane over and do loop loops until it lands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
So then I know. So now that you've said that, I'm glad we have these talks because now I know that I need to bring not only a certified pilot with me on this mission, but I'm going to need to bring the briefcase with the $500,000 to convince a person, just take the payment, relax. We're going to be out of the purge by 3 more hours. We're good to go. Enjoy your life.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna have that kind of preparation,
here's another possibility that could happen with her little airplane escape idea. The purge applies to everybody. This includes Air Force fighter pilots.
Yeah.
And
one of our local aces gets a wild hair up his ass and he wants to just go off a few dozen civilians.
Right.
The last thing your pilot's going to hear is, "I've got tone, motherfucker."
But they were smart enough that they thought that they were going to get out of the purge by going forward in time. Now
Yeah.
that central intelligence could definitely be a problem. So the only
I'm
other
just gonna
thing that
say,
I can figure out how to do
just
is
chill in the house.
just make sure that I align myself with Mr. Elon Musk and Mr. President Trump so that I can become part of the new Air Force One crew. Then I'll be on Air Force One and nothing can touch me. And that thing can fly. That thing can fly for 18 motherfucking months up in the fucking air without having to come down.
True, but once again, there could be someone on that airplane who don't like nobody on that bitch because everybody's good.
No, we're good because we'll be hidden by the clouds and shit. We've got our own airfield force.
Terrible place to die. I'm going to say it's just a terrible place to die. That's all I'm going to say. At least if I'm at my crib and I can't stop the guy that's trying to kill me, at least I'm at my house.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really think that I would want to commit any crimes, and I would hope that nobody hates me enough to come hurt me.
Yeah, I'm just mostly concerned about the random niggas out there. Just like, I'm just killing niggas because it's cool. Yep, I'm in the house, chilling.
And if everybody's
With a
charging
shotgun and
like
all that
who's
shit.
cooking, is there gonna be food?
Oh, of course I'm gonna have food. I'm gonna have food.
Like that would be what I go do. I go rob all the restaurants and steal all the people's food, so that after everybody's done purging, I'll be the rich fucking millionaire because I own all the food while all you people are starving in destruction. Go lock down all the hospitals so you can't get in, and then I'll rent out the rooms to people.
Can we all have a moment of
Mercenaries.
silence for my
I don't play.
roommate
I don't
slash
know where
friend?
that character came from.
Can we
Sounds
have
like a
moment-
character on a
Can we-
comic book.
Can we have a moment of silence for my roommate slash best friend slash comedy partner slash co-host over here, just slumped, just
God damn, the hell did he smoke?
I don't know. That nigga decided at 4:30 he was gonna go lay down. And I was like, "You go to the show," and they're snoring. So I was like, all right, fuck it.
No, it's because I have very severe headache.
Yeah.
That is why.
Sometimes you just gotta take a nap and close your eyes and shut your brain off for 10 minutes.
Ain't responded to shit until now. You know, half nigga on TV, so just
I do. I fought a nap so bad yesterday. I fought a nap so bad that I set the alarm for 10 minutes by 10 minutes to 10 minutes by 10 minutes by 10 minutes. And I sat up so I could just close my I just needed to, and it felt so good. It was one of those that could have turned into like a 4 or 5 hour nap and it would have been so good. But no, every 10 minutes and I'm like, okay, 10 minutes. Okay, I can do 10. Okay, I gotta go. I got to go after this 10 minutes.
No, but I have made.
I canceled 2 interviews, and I did not make it to the store to get food.
No, the reason why I'm slumped for real is because I made this medicated chili yesterday. I don't know if this nigga got enough of it, but I ate a lot of it. I ate more than I should have. And it's got me fucked up and it gave me a big ass fucking headache, nigga. And I just don't know what the fuck to do. Yeah.
Everything in moderation, bruh. Everything in moderation.
It's like I can sit here for like a couple minutes, but then my head will start hurting. I start seeing stars and shit. And then I just gotta go lay down for a little bit.
Bro, you need some Excedrin.
I was gonna say, drink some water, take an Excedrin or a Tylenol.
But
Ibuprofen,
mostly,
take an ibuprofen too. It'll take some of that pressure off.
but mostly, it's the high from eating all that got. I had like 8 bowls of chili.
God damn.
And I medicated the chili twice. So I put 1,000. So it was about like 2,500 to 3,000 milligrams. So each bowl was probably like 700-800 milligrams pop.
Ooh,
I had
You're
God
just high.
damn.
Like you're just fucking high.
Yeah, and I'm high. I'm
He's
high
just
on my
extremely fucking high.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah,
just like one of those where you just have to keep dozing off because you're high.
yeah. And you know what
You're
I'm
like
saying?
that, and then I got high, and then I got high.
Doughboy currently identifies as a potato.
Hate.
Yeah, and, you
Baked
know what I'm
like
saying?
a motherfucker.
And I just, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like I gotta just chill and let the motherfucking high just come the fuck down. I'm too damn fucking high right now. I'm probably gonna be high the rest of the fucking day, the rest of the night.
Probably.
But that sounds like a nice medicated high that you wanted to get. Then that's why you made the food you made.
Well, I wanted to be a lot more coherent. I didn't want to be fucked up like I am now.
Gotcha.
Behind KFC. Here's another one. I've seen this one before. This one's kind of. I think it's pretty funny myself. Shit. This guy.
Really go. You fast, bro, but you ain't fast enough. What do you know?
Damn.
You ain't
I've
get
seen
me.
this one before.
I got you. Oh, don't taste me. That shit just stings. My safe word is pineapple juice.
Put your hands behind your back, both hands.
It's warm.
Stay just like that. Cross your ankles.
Ooh.
Cross your
We gonna
ankles.
take pictures?
Bring your ankles up to your butt.
What, man? What's my safe word?
Bring your ankles up to your butt.
That's how far I go. You think I'm in Pilates?
Stay just like that.
Oh, watch your hands, boy. Don't do that. That's my lighter. It don't work. Don't do drugs, kids. Those are my quarters. You want to put those in your pocket? That is change. You know how long it took me to acquire those? Some of those are limited edition. Well, that's my flash drive. Don't look at it unless you want to see Big D. Watch your fingers, booty hole man. He's strong. Every strong man got a sensitive side. What's your safe word? Hey, Real Talk though, in my car, I got snack. Would you mind getting my snacks for me?
No.
Remember what I said?
Get on the ground.
It's really...
My safe word is pineapple juice.
I say, watch where you put your finger at, big man. Now.
Watch your finger, booty hole man.
Yeah, booty hole man. Yeah, booty hole man. Anyway, he was gone on that cop though. He said, "Oh, you can't catch me." Pew! It took off, but then it came back. Like,
No, I'm just fucking with you. You can arrest me.
you
Just
know,
don't
that
hate
cop
it. That
was,
shit just stinks.
like, you know, that cop was pissed. You know, he was like, "This motherfucker." That's why he was like yanking around and shit. He just stood him up like a man and then searched him. He ain't had to fucking down on the ground like that. He said he was fucking with you.
You know that kid that went viral for his before and after pics because everyone thought he got cloned?
Yeah.
He's 3 years old. Rico Rep.
Mhm.
He was in his backyard playing with his dog and then he got lost for 2 days.
Yeah.
And imagine you're 3 years old, you get lost in the forest, surviving 2 days is GG's. So they sent the whole search team. They found him, but he was 2 miles from originally where he was.
Oh, word.
When they found him, he was wearing different clothes. They found him in a shed.
Why does he look like that now?
This is when he just found him, and this is when
Okay,
he
that
got
makes
lost.
sense though. Bro was in the wilderness. He's probably raised by the wolves.
2 days without water or food. Like, you're 3 years old. You're not going hunting.
We see Tarzan. In my head, that's why I would believe it. But the conspiracy, definitely, that's not him.
Yeah, it's not him. He found it with different clothes. How do you explain that? In my mind, there's no way this kid survived. You know that kid that...
What y'all think?
Well, what the fuck is up with that kid's eyes? What the fuck is up with bro's eyes?
I was thinking the same
On the
shit.
bottom right, like the stare of what the fuck? The thing on the right there looks like a fucking animatronic or a fucking movie prop. It looks like a rejected Chucky doll.
He does like one of them fucking. Oh snap! So I just found out there's some really cool new shit in the world now. Feeding the internet. Just thought about it. Thing called what's it called? Rebirth babies or some shit like that. They're babies. They're like fake babies.
So my cousin has
Oh
like
yeah.
my
I think
cousin
I
has
heard that.
25 of them, and she's got like a YouTube channel, and she collects them, and there's like a whole community, and they're worth a lot of money. They treat them like real babies. She brings them to Christmas, and then we're like to hold them and things like that. And she has beds for all of them. She dresses all of them. She holds them and everything. And yeah, they look and feel like real newborns. It is amazing the detail.
Squishy,
in
squishy.
these
Oh
dolls.
my gosh, what's in your mouth?
Sorry about that. Go ahead, Flower.
No, I'm just saying it's amazing.
friend's
the
black. Of
detail
course
of these dolls.
Squishy, squishy.
But they're worth money. Like some of those dolls, they're like 4,000. Like it's how we were just talking, like buy low, sell high. Some of these dolls,
Yeah.
they be on sale. People be selling them, and then you'll hold them for a year, and they're so rare because they're handmade, right? And they're real babies, so they're like really real baby birth type of thing. And then they'll be like $4,000 next year. So it's crazy this thing, and people go crazy with them, but they are real. They are so real. They are scary the fuck looking, and I am like, I don't want to hold them at all because it's too real. I don't like it.
Squishy.
one
Oh
right
my
here.
gosh, what's in your mouth? Let's go ahead and pull this out. Oh my gosh, it's a tiny baby. When did you swallow a baby? Squishy, squishy. Oh my.
Listen,
That
you
is
swallow
too fucking creepy.
Like I'm telling you, like their weight, the way that their features, their hands, their head moves, it literally is like holding an infant in your arms, and they are.
I'm sorry, but an
very,
infant's
very-
head should not deform that much when you squeeze his cheeks.
real baby's cheeks squish that much.
They do kind of real baby cheeks aren't pretty squishy like that, bro. I wouldn't
I'm
recommend
telling you,
squeezing the
they're
baby's cheeks
so-
that hard,
They're
but
so
they're pretty
real.
squishy.
They're so real. The only thing that you expect them to do is lay there across from you and then open their fucking eyes. Like they're that scary.
Guess what, guys? The Christmas rush has already started. We're going to be listing all these dolls this week. Let's see if I can remember all these kit names. We've got 4 Maddies this week. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next we have This Is Sam. Then we have Laura, Twin B, Chase, another Chase, Saskia as a boy, Saskia as a girl. We have Landon, Cheyenne as a boy, a Cheyenne as a girl. We have Alma. This is Layla.
Okay, I can't hold it. I'm gonna stop there. Is it me or did those 3 babies that you said that were all named Chase? Didn't they all look like they should be named Chase? Especially the ones who were beanie,
It's
like
so
definitely-
real.
That nigga
Everything
definitely
be
gonna be a
so
Chase.
real all the way down to the names. I'm telling you, their skin, Jay feels like a baby newborn skin. The temperature, the texture, the everything. Like it is so crazy how realistic they are. And like I said, I don't even like to hold them because it's that real. Like I don't good. They're not like dolls. They're not real dolls. They are babies. Reborn. That's what they're called. And you know, I believe souls come back. Like I watched I watch Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna get me in one of these fucking babies and some soul possesses this motherfucking doll. Like, woo.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Flower. I'm going to send you a gift that is one of those rebirth doll things with the insides of a Furby in it. With no batteries. I will physically cut the battery compartment away from the Furby guts so that it cannot be powered. And I guarantee you that motherfucker will still make noise.
I know. Oh my god, I'm telling you.
Oh, the Furby.
Bro, I have seen the old 90s Furbies work without a power supply.
I think that we take for granted that sometime between the 80s and the 2000s, like 70s and the 2000s, like where else were they putting souls? They were putting them in those little Tamagotchis, them little pets you had to take care of. They're putting them in the Furbies.
Somebody was dabbling a little too heavily in the necromancy. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody is right. All right, so now we're thrifting for haunted dolls.
That's part 33.
Ghostbusters taught us we trap the soul.
This one's eyes don't open. Okay, yeah, this one definitely has a vibe. Creepy. What? Oh my, dude, no. Thrifting for haunted dolls, part 3.
That's the fucking I forget what they call it, but that's from Ghostbusters, Mythbusters.
Hell no.
Ghost Hunters. Shit right there. Yeah. That's not what I want. That's like creepy. Crimes. All right, here's one. Oh, I still gotta think about that, guys. I didn't even be able to watch me do that. All right, so this next one's coming up here. I'm going to show it here. Is yeah, so 5 solved mysteries. Now,
hey, Jake.
Yeah.
I'm about to dip off here. Try and do some Uber work tonight. Make a little bit of money.
Okay.
Okay, make $1 million. Have a good night. Drive safe.
Yep. Y'all take it easy.
Good for you. I'm glad to see him get out the house.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's good to see him out, doing stuff.
yeah, that's good. So this next one here is 5 unsolved mysteries. So here's a puzzler of a question for you. Do you suppose that an unsolved mystery basically it means that crime or whatever it was never solved, and whoever did it is still out there at large right now? Ever think about that part of the game? Of the unsolved mystery racket? Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga that was
that's the whole part about the mystery being a mystery. It's a mystery. Because once it's solved, it's no longer a mystery.
Yeah. Yeah, once they capture it, it's now a solved mystery. Shit. So this is something
Then
I was
it's just
thinking
a
about.
solved crime. It's no longer a mystery.
Yeah. So
it can only be a mystery while it is unknown.
Yeah. Once it's been figured out and found out, it's no longer unsolved.
Then it just becomes something that happened.
So let's see what we got here. for these 5 unsolved.
Kevin Wynn, who was 25 at the time, went missing in the early hours of December 9th, 2018. His family said he was kicked out of a bar called the Brass Rail on Broadway after an altercation, and that's the last they've seen or heard from him. Family, friends, and strangers have been hoping to find him or hear from him ever since. The following Sunday, nearly 150 volunteers and family members gathered at Lakeside Park to continue the search. The family searched the banks of the St. Joseph and St. Mary's rivers, and also the area around the Brass Rail. The following Thursday, they found his glasses broken in the parking lot of the bar. Kevin's family stated that his vision was very bad, and the fact that his glasses were broken and left behind was a very bad sign.
All right. Broken glasses. Last place seen was a place called the Rusty Rail. That place alone by itself sounds like a place that people turn up missing at. You don't kick it there unless you plan on coming up missing. It's one of those kind of places. So I'm thinking foul play. Someone did something to this kid, and they drug his body off to hide his body. Probably some of the people looking for the nigga is the people that did it.
And there's no way he'd be able to make his way around without seeing. Management at the bar told the family that Kevin had entered the bar 4 times the night he went missing. There's an Arby's down the road from the bar that had given the family 2 videos. They show Kevin walking by the restaurant alone, one around 1:40 in the morning, the other around 2:45 in the morning. The Brass Rail has given their surveillance video to detectives, but after 2 long years with no word, the family has become less hopeful. Many people believe he had broken his glasses and without his vision simply stumbled into the river and drowned. But if this were the case, the body would have been found during the multiple searches of the river, or at the very least, the body would have been washed up somewhere by now. In 2002, Michaela Lawrence was...
That nigga dead. I'm just gonna just call him square. He's dead. They ain't gonna find his body. And the nigga that did it, he's still there. He's somebody's neighbor. They speak to him every day. His name's probably George or some crazy shit.
Yeah, like stuff like that isn't a mystery. It's just being hidden.
It's gonna be a mystery. It's gonna be a mystery till they find his body. If they don't find his body though, they ain't gonna find anything that did it.
At the time, and her entire family received news that her father had been in a fatal car accident. His body was barely recognizable from the wreck. The family, of course, opted for a closed casket funeral. A few weeks after the funeral, things started appearing in the mailbox of the Lawrence household. Small packages with Michaela's name written on them. The packages would come once every few weeks. The first package was a small knick-knack type item. It was a decorative model glow-up Big Ben clock statue. It was a familiar piece that Michaela's mother recognized from the house somewhere. A few weeks later, another package came. This package contained an old antique stopwatch from the 50s. It didn't work anymore, but once again, it looked familiar to Michaela's mother. None of the packages said who they were from or where they came from. A few more weeks later, on Michaela's 13th birthday, a card in an envelope ended up in the mailbox, and written on it was Michaela's name again. The card was a happy birthday card, but once again, the mother recognized this card, and the handwriting was familiar. It was the handwriting of her thought-to-be deceased husband, but it was a card that the couple had given to their daughter years ago, and it was signed Love, Mom, and Dad. This confirmed her suspicions that the items that had been arriving in the mail were possessions from the house, those of her husband's. She tried to check this.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah. I don't think so at all, because so people can arrange, like right now, you can literally arrange in your death and your will for things to be sent to your kids, letters to be sent ahead. Yeah. You can arrange that, and you can do it for years in advance. So that's not as uncommon anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, it's maybe not, but at the same time, though, I'm thinking he faked his death. And he stole some stuff, car accident, he took off something else.
Right. So, but
safe in the bedroom closet to see if anything was missing.
Upon the triggering of his death, triggered all of those other things to come into motion, and they were supposed to be sent every other month or every month until whatever. And you know what I'm saying? Like, people can just do that. Like you don't have to be in debt. Like you do it before your death. Like you do it now.
Yeah. Let's see how far this goes.
Okay.
Missing, but mysteriously, the safe combination no longer seemed to work no matter how many times she tried. She tried going to the police about the packages at her house, but police couldn't do anything except advise to install some kind of security system. To this day, it's not known who sent the packages or how whoever sent them got a hold of them. Frauke Liebs disappeared on June 20th, 2006 from the town Paderborn in Germany. Her body was found almost 4 months later on October 4th, 2006. The circumstances of her disappearance are mysterious, especially since she's believed to have made contact with her friends between her disappearance and her death. 2006 was the year of the Football World Cup in Germany. Frauke met with some friends at the Old Triangle Irish pub in downtown Paderborn to watch some of the games. Her mom dropped her off at the pub around 9 p.m. During the Sweden-England match, she exchanged text messages with an acquaintance until the battery of her cell phone ran out. She then borrowed the battery of her friend, but the friend said that she returned the battery before leaving. At about 11 p.m., Frauke left the bar. It's assumed that she walked home because she was said to only have about €5 on her at that point. Her flat was about 1 mile away from the pub. Nobody knows which path she took because nobody saw her after she left the pub. Her flatmate Chris claimed that she never arrived in the flat. At 12:49 a.m., her roommate received a text from Frauke, which stated that she'd be back late. She did not appear at work the following day, and after she was not in the apartment, Frauke's mother reported her missing. Over the next few days, Frauke contacted her roommate 5 times over cell phone. The calls were usually short and during the evening hours and did not contain a lot of information about her situation. In the first calls, she hinted that she would come back soon, but answered further questions evasively or mysteriously. The last phone call was received on the evening of June 27th, while Frauke's sister was present. Frauke got asked by her sister if she was held against her will, and she supposedly said yes, but then immediately corrected herself by saying no in a louder tone. After that, the contact of Frauke was lost. According to police, during these phone calls, Frauke's cell phone was in various industrial zones.
Trafficked.
Pretty much.
Trafficked. She was trafficked.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I was gonna say that's not really a mystery. That's like just a missing person. Like,
Yeah, she's trafficked. And if she's still alive right now, she's all fucked up. She's somebody's whore. Definitely. Concubine, something like that.
She a motherfucking Brazil being a hoe for a nigga.
I don't even think she's nowhere that close. She's probably like fucking someplace that ended stand. Havoc Land, some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Place where like fucking it's real fucked up at.
No,
But
I know a lot of times we focus on the sex trafficking. Like a lot of times we focus on that, but it's body parts these days. So they kill them and awesome.
Yeah, but nah, she's kind of cute though. She's not ugly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's got a nice body too. So no, she definitely got trafficked.
Oh no, she ain't got a nice body no more.
No, not anymore. It's
her titties sagging one bigger than the other. Her pussy got about 200,000 miles on it and shit.
She had at least 8 abortions. Yeah, taking the Plan B pill, no matter how many times her insides are destroyed, she can't have no kids.
Penicillin and all types of antibiotics. Yeah, she's fucking up.
Yeah, she used to look like this.
So putting up that kind of picture, looking for her is the wrong one. You should put up a more wretched looking picture.
Time lapse photography with some AI to it. Cracked out, slutted out, banged out.
Of Paderborn. The police also assumed that the calls were placed from within a car that was driven to those areas. The case was never solved.
That's like that girl, what was it, in Barbados? They kidnapped that one chick, and she was just gone. What was that? She was like really, it made a big deal. She was on the news. But anyhow, yeah, they finally gave up looking for her. She is gone. They thought they had clues and lead and shit, trying to find out. Them 2 motherfuckers, they was bad, but they ain't even know what the fuck they were doing. They were just like, oh, they were with us and they weren't no more.
Jack Wheeler held many important positions throughout his lifetime. He was a chairman for the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, a senior planner for Amtrak, an official of the Securities and Exchange Commission, and more. His value to his community made it much worse when Jack disappeared on December 28, 2010, after exiting an Amtrak near Wilmington, Delaware. He was later seen on December 30th at 10th and Orange Street in Wilmington. On December 31st, his body was discovered by a landfill worker as it fell onto a trash heap in the Cherry Island landfill. His death was later ruled a homicide. His death was ruled to be due to assault and blunt force trauma. It was determined that all of the stops the garbage truck had made that day involved large commercial disposal bins in Newark, a few miles from Jack's home. Prior to Jack's death, he was cited several times. On December 29th, he was cited at the Newcastle County Courthouse parking garage. He was disoriented and wearing only one shoe. He tried to gain access to the garage on foot, claiming that he wanted to warm up before paying the parking fee. He told the attendant that his briefcase had been stolen, and he kept claiming that he wasn't intoxicated, but the attendant didn't believe him. It was later determined that his car was in a different garage. This was the last CCTV footage taken of him. Later that day, Jack asked a pharmacist in Newcastle for a ride to Wilmington. He reportedly looked upset at the time. The pharmacist offered to call him a cab. He then left the store. On December 30th, he was seen wandering around various office buildings. Several people asked if he needed help, but he refused any assistance. This case has still never been solved.
Mob hit. They beat that nigga. Fucked him up bad, and threw him in the dumpster. Take him away, boys. That was definitely a mob because he was like community guy and shit. They probably trying to make him do something. He's probably like, I'm not doing that. Nothing you can do to me to make me do it. And so we'll show you. We'll get rid of you. Put another guy in. Put our guy in. That's what happened. They seen him. They had already caught up with him, and he fought and got away. They caught up to him later on. Finished the job.
They were like, we're gonna beat you.
Yes. Oh, it's 2 for 6. Huh? It's 2 for 6.
You want plays?
I'm just saying it 2 for 6.
Lastly, we have the disappearance of Brian Schaefer.
Look at this handsome bloke. It's a good-looking kid right here. Got the right amount of fucking forehead for a fucking Caucasian. Cool spiky little hairdo and shit. Nice smile. It's just like the dimples. He's got the little. I went to the barber shop and got my beard cut like this. You know what I'm saying? Because no one has their beard just like in between fucking 5 o'clock shadow and growing back. No one has that. See the fully grown beard or nothing. This is in between nothing and almost starting the beard. He went to the barber and got that shit.
You want some water?
Yeah, I need some. Yeah, I'm gonna get something. So let's see what happened to this fucking. This is the kind of motherfucker I gotta watch out for with my bitch. My wife, I gotta watch out for niggas like this. This is what she like niggas like this too. I ain't gonna lie. She like a little foreign looking white dude. She like that shit.
In 2006, Ohio State student Brian Schaefer went into a bar and never came out. He was out with 2 friends one night, and they went to a bar called The Ugly.
How do you fucking do that shit? How do you just go into a bar and never come out?
Here's a plot twist. His name was Steve.
You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I'm just saying, like, maybe he did. Maybe he went back and Steve was like, hey, come with me, bro. No, you don't need one.
I'm telling you, Steve, and he bought a fucking ticket to heaven.
And he got raptured. He got raptured while he was in the bathroom taking a piss. Is that what happened?
Uh-huh.
I'll be on in a second, guys. Wait. He got raptured.
I mean, it happens all the time.
All the time? No, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I just don't. That's like the weirdest shit in the world. It's like I didn't he went inside the bar and he never came out. How? Ain't nobody see him when the beard is just.
When you're a time traveler, you're taken out of one realm and you are placed inside another.
You did see the guy that I showed, right? That's no time travel. He might be a time traveler on
definitely
TV.
looks like a scene. You can tell in his eyes, he totally looks fake.
Yeah, no,
It's
he is
AI.
not a time traveler. Yeah, he is not a time
He was
traveler.
a hologram.
He's no homo, and still all the homo imaginable. He's not cute enough to be a time traveler. I mean, he's too cute to be a
He
time
was
traveler.
Neo, and he answered the phone.
Yeah, in the movie he could be a time traveler, but in real life, nah, time travelers don't look that good. Nah, I refuse to believe that.
Believed
Time
to
travelers
Luna.
are
This bar had a front main entrance and a back entrance for staff and entertainment, both of which had cameras pointed at them. Around 10 p.m. that night, Brian called his girlfriend to tell her that he loved her. Soon after, Brian is seen on camera entering the bar, and then later seen stepping out of the bar to talk to two girls before going back
they're
inside.
both fake. Look
Minutes
at- she
before the
looks
bar
scary, too.
closed and they were preparing to leave, Brian told his friends he was going to talk to the band. Brian walked away out of sight and his friends waited for him, but he was never seen again. This was not a large bar, and the band does not remember talking to him. On top of it, the cameras never caught him exiting the bar. No one knows what happened to Brian after he walked away from his friends, or how he left the bar, or if he ever did for that matter. An FBI agent who was specialized in facial recognition spent a long time analyzing the security footage of the bar and watched every person who came in and out of the venue. He never identified Brian leaving, but years later, after he had stopped working on the case, he was at an Ohio State football game and saw someone across the crowd that he couldn't help but think looked very much like Brian. In fact, he bore such a resemblance to Brian that the agent had to go and talk to him. It turned out it was Brian's brother, proving just how good the agent's facial recognition abilities were. Brian's girlfriend called his cell phone every day for weeks, and it always went straight to voicemail until one night when it actually rang 3 times, then went to voicemail. This was unexplainable. The truly weirdest part about this whole thing is that the last footage of Brian was him re-entering the bar. No footage was ever found of him leaving the bar, which has led to theories that he never did leave. To this day, no one knows where he is.
He's in another dimension.
They murdered that nigga in that bar.
They took him out.
The
They
dude
took
that
him
owned the
out.
bar
in
was like,
you think they took him out in the drum case?
yeah, they left his ass out there. They did.
I think that he got trapped inside of another dimension. He went to a parallel dimension, and that's why when the phone rang 3 times, he was in a dimension that was close. He just wasn't able to get to the phone.
Or he didn't want to answer the phone. Nah, he went in that bar. He went back in that bar, and went in there to go tell. He probably was going to go talk to the band. Something else happened. Probably the 2 bitches murdered him. And the bartender seen the dude that ran the bar, seen that shit, was all, no, we can't have this. We just got done getting out of a murder case. So y'all got to get him up out of there. So they took the body, and then him and the other bitches were never seen again. They would go to the local college. They was just in town and catch him some foreign
You
dick.
think they built him into the wall?
They may have built him in the wall. They may have concrete that nigga in the floor. He might have been in the bitch's trunk when they left. And they drove to where they were
I
driving
believe
to.
he went to another dimension.
I mean,
I
I mean,
think
that's
his real
fine.
name was Steve.
Nah, that little handsome fucker got murdered. That little
No, he
handsome
looks like one of them fake time travel guys to me. But she did too. The girlfriend looks sus
All
to
that
me
down.
too.
That nigga, he got murdered. So, those are all kind of weird though. They're all weird. Those are all weird, creepy cases. I like the last footage of that business guy. He was missing a shoe. He was trying to get some help. He said, "Hey, these guys were out there. They beat me out of my shoe." Just trying to get to safety. Anybody help me? Well, geez, I guess I gotta go out there and go deal with this on my own. They went out there and they found him again. They fucked him up for good and put his ass in the dumpster. That's it.
I think
Sit
we're
on
going
the
back
floor.
to the days of Sweeney Todd anyway, and nobody realizes it.
Going back to the days of something. Whatever it is, it's too late for some of these guys. I don't know. They guess they didn't pray enough, didn't go to church enough, didn't believe what the Bible had to say. But a lot of people are. I'm starting to believe we are in the end times. After watching a few of these videos, now I know we're going into the end times.
Nah, I mean, there's been idiot crooks since the beginning of time. I mean, time don't really end. Time don't really end. Your time ends.
I think it resets.
The time continuum continues to tick tock.
I think time resets. If that's the case, we're due for those. Due for a good old-fashioned reset. Man, we're through. All right, so that's a new segment that I have been saying to add to for a while, and this guy pops up out of blue. We should do reaction videos. First day we do them, he's late to class.
Dumb criminals.
Dumb criminals. Dumb criminals. So, but no, the reaction, watching reaction videos as a group. That was pretty fun. What do you think, Flower? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I like reacting to videos.
Yeah. A little bit that you were involved in. How do you feel about it? Feel about what? Yeah, you ain't. So, anyhow, so Flower, you got any shout outs or anything you want to say to the crowd before you get going?
I do. I want to say that I hope everybody is acting on their kindness, because kindness is bravery. And I wish everybody out there in the world a very peaceful night or day. And happy birthday. Remember to drink water. The season is changing. The altitudes are different. Stay hydrated. And, you know. And, oh, shout out to you guys for having me on the show. And shout out to me for showing up at the show, and everyone else who was on the show today. Have a great night, and good night.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Flower, for being on the air with us. We do appreciate you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to Chris Nestor. He was on for a hot second. He might have been having technical difficulties. Shout out to Captain James Rodera. He had to go out and get some good fresh bread while I was available to be got. Shout out to the top of my man's head over here. What? They're both here. And then the top of his head. You got any shout outs or anything, bro?
Man, shout out to the nigga that made that fucking chili. That shit fire. I'm hiding motherfucker. I'm hiding food up.
You never ate the whole thing?
I know I did. I'm sorry. You destroyed it. I am. I'm surviving over here on Moonlight and Sunshine right now. I should be in the bed sleeping this shit out. I'm not. I'll probably go to bed in a second though. You know what I'm saying? Rest for a couple minutes. But yeah. I'm gonna make some more chili. I'm gonna let this nigga get off. Watch him be slumps. Watch him be sleep all fucking day. Yeah. So I'm gonna make chili again tonight. So if I make chili, then I have bought some spaghetti noodles so I can make chili mac. You know what I'm saying? I made that earlier. I ate chili for breakfast this morning. I shouldn't have did that. I forgot I had put over 3,000 milligrams of fucking butter in that bitch, and yeah, I fucked my life up. But, jeez, please, guys. But I'm done right now.
I'm asking if you learned anything, but you weren't hearing most of it. So
I was here. I learned that criminals are very smart.
for unsolved criminals, people that have committed crimes and they were unsolved mysteries, you're good. You're good, smart, you weren't greedy. Killed one nigga and was like, okay, I'm good. I killed another. Or maybe you did and got caught for that one, but you ain't talking about this one, so that's still good. You move on for one. It's not a bad record when committing crime, 1 for 1. You know? Well, shit. All right, then. Well, with all that being said, my man. Wait, hold on 1 second.
I was about to say my pre-ritual. Remember, always treat the weed with respect. Respect the weed. The weed will respect you. But always remember to respect the weed, because it could save your life one day.
Peace out, man.
My daddy. You about to lean on that track. So I can get high enough. So I can get high enough. So I can get high enough.
Weed butter in my fettuccine. Smoke a fat blunt after this, I guess I'm greedy. I'm higher than the price of gas and the Great Depression. Pressing the pressure from the stress, from the oppression. When I think about bullshit, I can't help but to roll up. Cause the kush I be blowing to put your ass in a coma. Extracted oil, hash and moon rock. Have a motherfucker out here doing the moonwalk. I hang with weed growers and dispensary owners. I just can't help it, I'm a motherfucking stoner. Bow down to Mary Jane. Make a whole goose disappear on my David Blaine. Float away on a kush cloud. Can't you hear the music? I know this Indo is hella loud. Swishing sweets, backwoods, pipes and bongs. You know why I puff? I can't get high enough.
I guess I'm greedy, I want more. Kill me, overdose. I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough. Enter my veins, please don't leave me. I'm nothing without you, can't you see me? I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough.
Bad bitches and good weed, switching lanes at warp speed. 1 week before 420, that's all that a nigga need. Weed, eat, weed, fuck, weed, sleep, repeat. She got high off the weed, got high off me going deep. She knew I was from the Bay. Rolled me a blunt and it was shaped like an AK-47, that is. I'm getting high, you can tell. Hoping all my problems go away when I exhale. Cause while you busy judging us, we busy smoking weed, not giving a fuck. I can't get high enough, but I'm not as thin as you stoned I am. Wait, I'm not as stoned as you think I am. Hey, past blunts, not judgment. What was I mad about? Fuck it. Roll 1, roll 2, Jedi, indica, cookies, gorilla.
I guess I'm greedy, I want more. Kill me, overdose. I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough. Enter my veins, please don't leave me. I'm nothing without you, can't you see me? I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough.
Smoking that kush to get twisted, half baked on my Dave Chappelle. Just call me Samson, I stay up and smoke, rolling up random Cheech and Chong, recreational, one after the other. Reminiscing about my dead fallen sisters and all my brothers like, hey, what's going on like Marvin? We got money for fighter jets, but the kids are starving. As I ride down the 101, looking at the ocean, drop the top on the Camaro and continue to smoke. And I guess I can't get high enough for my waves in the bay. And I know a blunt a day to keep the drama away. I guess I'm greedy, I want more. No way I can overdose. I just get sleepy or think deeply. And if you love kush, then you feel me. I can't get high enough. I can't get high enough.
I guess I'm greedy, I want more. Kill me, overdose. I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough. Enter my veins, please don't leave me. I'm nothing without you, can't you see me? I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough. I guess I'm greedy, I want more. Kill me, overdose. I can't get high enough. kill me, overdose. I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough. Enter my veins, please don't leave me. I'm nothing without you, can't you see me? I can't get high enough. I can't get high enough. Oh.
After this, I guess I'm greedy. I'm higher than the price of gas and the Great Depression. Pressure from the stress, from the oppression. When I think about bullshit, I can't help but to roll up. Cause the kush I be blowing to put your ass in a coma. Extracted oil, hash and moon rock. Have a motherfucker out here doing the moonwalk. I hang with weed growers and dispensary owners. I just can't help it, I'm a motherfucking stoner. Bow down to Mary Jane. Make a whole goose disappear on my David Blaine. Float away on a kush cloud. Can't you hear the music? I know this Indo is hella loud. Swishing sweets, backwoods, pipes and bongs. You know why I puff? I can't get high enough.
I guess I'm greedy, I want more. Kill me, overdose. I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough. Enter my veins, please don't leave me. I'm nothing without you, can't you see me? I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough.
Bad bitches and good weed, switching lanes at warp speed. 1 week before 420, that's all that a nigga need. Weed, eat, weed, fuck, weed, sleep, repeat. She got high off the weed, got high off me going deep. She knew I was from the Bay. Rolled me a blunt and it was shaped like an AK-47, that is. I'm getting high, you can tell. Hoping all my problems go away when I exhale. Cause while you busy judging us, we busy smoking weed, not giving a fuck. I can't get high enough, but I'm not as think as you stoned I am. Wait, I'm not as stoned as you think I am. Hey, past blunts, not judgments. What was I mad about? Fuck it. Roll 1, roll 2, Jedi, indica, cookies, gorilla.
I guess I'm greedy, I want more. Kill me, overdose. I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough. Enter my veins, please don't leave me. I'm nothing without you, can't you see me? I can't get high enough. Can't get high enough.
Smoking that kush to get twisted, half baked on my Dave Chappelle. Just call me Samson, I stay up and smoke, rolling up random Cheech and Chong, recreational, one after the other. Reminiscing about my dead fallen sisters and all my brothers like, hey, what's going on? Like Marvin, we got money for fighter jets, but the kids are starving. As I ride down the 101, looking at the ocean, drop the top on the Camaro and continue to smoke. And I guess I can't get high enough for my waves in the bay. And I know a blunt a day to keep the drama away.
I guess I'm greedy, I want more.
No way I can overdose.